It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Newton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and long. It's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taken right around the 44. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Here's Newton. On the left side, a catch by White. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's the
Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And 10.
To throw again. Wilson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 miles. Right. My spot 4. My spot 4. My spot 4. We'll hold this.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete.
Newton's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Carson. They find some open field here. 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards on the ground.
At the 4-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run for it with Penny, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
A gain of 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Patriots 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down. Carson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's Carson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He was brought down
by Brandon Copeland.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
At the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
This will make it into the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, it's Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, the good news, they got to stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down right around the 37. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
The ball carrier.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Newton's pass.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
A gain of 16.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal on the Seahawks 5-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots get a score closer. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 28-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone.
Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A toss running left. This is Penny. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Rashad Penny, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Penny on the toss right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now Newton on 1st down.
And that would complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dalton Keene with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Good. Makes the score Seahawks 31, Patriots 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Wilson.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Patriots starts the drive on the ground. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for New England. 61 yards that time on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Running out of the gun with White. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Reed on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Patriots 24.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other, two-hand. Oh, I get it, two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, New England.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Newton on first down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Newton. A throw right side caught by Keene. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And a Patriot first
That's
down.
what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Newton's pass.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Newton's.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, the 20, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Seahawks.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And a lead now up to 14.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end up